Welcome back, Honestman, Skyrim, Survival. I'm here with Daenerys Targaryen in Windhelm. We are on the trail of one Nilsine Shattershield, which is part of an assassination mission for the Dark Brotherhood. Last episode, we killed Elaine Dufont, and this episode, we're after Nilsine. And this is all on behalf of Miri over in Markarth. She is our client. So, I'm going to see if we can track down this target.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
What happened?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
What do you mean another? This happened before?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Are the murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with a war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Seems like maybe you could use some help.
If you want to help, ask some of these Gorkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Did you see anything?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible.
Did you see anything?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
How about you?
This is a shame.
Did you see anything?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
I've spoken to the witnesses.
Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again.
There might be more to this, if you'll let me help.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
I ask only for a little charity.
Alright, fair enough.
What do you need? Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman, my... Done.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
I've heard about these murders going on in town.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Okay, now that things have cleaned out a little bit, Yorleaf has granted me permission to aid in the investigation.
All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Okay, so the body's going to be there, all dead. But yeah, this blood... Where does the blood go?
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
God, how the hell did nobody see this? Okay, clearly that's our lead, but let's check the body first.
large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Yeah, what can you tell me about the body?
Well, she's dead. But I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
Right, so the body?
Oh yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Well, let me know if you find anything else.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Yeah, why is she called Susanna the Wicked? Okay, back to this estate here. It's a master lock in front. I'm sure the steward could assist if I went and asked him for help. But, I mean, come on. Like, I'm no chump. I can pick a master lock here. Just see if there's any other points of ingress. I don't see any. Alright. Well, let's do this. Jesus. Oh, well, it's awful abandoned in here. No shortage of blood. From the marks on the floor, it looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. Beware the Butcher. Looks like these are flyers. Beware the Butcher, the killer haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior. Not sure who that is. Butcher's Journal. The plans are coming together swimmingly. I found good sources of bone, flesh, and blood. But thus far, a good sampling of sinew and marrow have escaped me. No matter. The city is swollen with contemptuous fools, who will be missed by nobody. Last night was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candlehearth. Idiot guard showed up just at the wrong moment, and I had to turn about, just out for a stroll and so forth. There will be other chances, but the time is drawing near. I think back to my time in Winterhold, all the wasted minds up in the towers. They only explore the magic they know already. I am discovering new magic here, something deeper than the cantripped shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I'm tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers contain the most exquisite tendons, worth the effort. Tonight. This perfectly good wardrobe was left behind for some reason. Some fine clothes. This shelf is filled with more of those butcher flyers from around the city. One pile looks misshapen. This wardrobe seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. That would be the reason. It's a body parts here. Embalming tools. An altar. This altar is built to some unknown magic. It looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. Butcher's Journal number 2. 17 tendons and assorted ligaments, 173 fragments of bone, 4 bucketfuls of blood, Nord preferred, etc., etc. It says, star scrying to the edge of the ice mind, look to the lights where the souls dance, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under the most skillful hands. Translation from Altmer text as interpreted by the Aelids and first transcribed by Altmer. Providence and authority unknown. It just says soon. Bed and chairs on the second floor here. The chair is stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. Yeah, indeed it is. Ah, I almost missed this. Strange amulet tucked over by the flyers. Okay, we'll have a chat with the steward here, but I did want to show the amulet. It's green skull on it. Definitely a strange amulet. Can you tell me anything about this quote-unquote butcher?
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
I think perhaps the perpetrator keeps taking him down. Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties.
That's gotta be her.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
Viola, what can you tell me about this butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own?
I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
Well, I mean, it clearly sounds like a necromancer doing some experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Women murdered time and again, and all the guards care about is the war. Yeah? What?
Really? That's all you got? Okay, I just talked to the steward. He wasn't terribly helpful.
You lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
You know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Shouldn't the court mage have it?
Windhelm? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Alright, I think I'll hold on to it just a little longer.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Well, I've heard you can kill women in the streets, but I don't think that's what you have in mind. I've heard you dabble in necromancy.
I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years.
Well, I found this journal and an amulet. I think the amulet at one time belonged to you. They seem to be connected with the murders.
My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like?
8-sided, jade, ringed with ebony.
I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull.
Yep.
That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this.
Okay. Well, I guess Calixto was wrong. He identified this differently.
Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us.
So what can we do now?
I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordess of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Someone who actually knows something and is helpful. Okay, so I caught a bed at the inn for a few hours and sleep until night. Now I'm supposed to patrol the Stone Quarter.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
Yeah, it must have been one of the other murder victims. I assume this is the Stone Quarter, the nice part of town.
I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around the city, I don't even know what to say to him. Ever tried taking care of children? Oh, it can be a nightmare.
Word.
Watch what you're doing.
Yeah, this Calixto guy, I'm real suspicious of him. He misidentified the amulet, and now he's trolling around over here for some reason. I don't think he lives on this side of town. I think he lives in his shop on the other side of town.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Knew it.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
Get back here.
Someone do something!
Yep, sniffed that out. Nothing really of note on the body, just some minor loot. He clearly pulled a knife on her, though.
If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now.
Yeah, you were almost next.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Calixto was the butcher.
Izmir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Travel safely. It's dangerous.
Yeah, feels good. Feels real good. Streets of Windhelm are once again safe for women to walk the streets at night.
Excellent work, child.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Well, what news? Is Elaine?
Elaine is dead.
Thank you. That bastard got exactly what he deserved. And I heard about Nilsine. You have more than fulfilled your part of the bargain. Please, take this. As payment, and a symbol of my affection. I'll never forget you.
Alright. Okay, so our assassination mission is complete, but we aren't ready to go back to the sanctuary just yet. We have quite a few things to take care of here in Markarth. But before we get into that, I do want to note that once it was properly identified by the court wizard, this amulet actually has a bunch of effects on it. Increases magicka by 50, conjuration spells cost 25% less, but in return, health and stamina regeneration are 75% slower. So interesting trade-off there for pure caster classes. So I did want to make note of that. Also, Miria's ring here that we just picked up, that is a potions buff, 15% more powerful potions. 15% isn't great, but if nothing else, I think perhaps I can disenchant this. So two pretty nice little magic items there. And without further ado, there's some love in the air.
I have things to study. What is it? What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
I was looking for you, actually.
I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
Well, I'm here to help you with your failing love life. I've been sent by Mara to aid you.
I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Feline quite a bit. You know Feline?
I do not.
Well, suffice to say she is resplendent, but not without resolve. Striking in all senses. The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start to shake. I could never hope to approach her.
You're probably overthinking this.
That may be the case, but she is as volatile as a saber cat. One wrong word, and I've seen her turn on a man so quickly.
Well, I can see why you're so attracted to her then. Is there anyone who knows what she likes?
There is one, Ingvar. He's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Faline is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance.
You don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
No, I haven't.
Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, legal rites, and so forth.
Sure. Need any help?
I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Where'd that other guy go? Alright. Well, this is going to be quick. We'll help this guy out.
Fresh food.
Huh? Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this.
Come out! We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
I am strong. That's true.
You first. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Someone there?
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down.
Yes.
Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting.
Ah. Rusty mace?
Fool! Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak.
It's an altar.
Yes, it's an altar. Men would come and sacrifice the wretched in my name. The weak would be punished by the strong. But a Deadric Lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate the altar until you came.
So you want revenge on this Boethia?
Revenge? No. I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing. Captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Yes. Yes. Get up.
Bloody enough for you, outsider?
Excuse me?
Markarth, is it bloody enough for you?
Are you threatening me?
If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend.
Okay, okay. That's really interesting and all. But I heard you might know what Feline likes.
What? Why? Are you interested?
I don't even know her. It's not for me.
Calcimo, is he interested in Feline? That sly old codger. I should have guessed. Good for him. For the both of them. Between you and me, she could use a bit of warmth. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Feline likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Rorikstead. I can change it to be about Feline, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words?
All right, man. You got a deal.
Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just take this directly to Feline. Wouldn't want the old ice brain stumbling over the words.
As his housecarl, Igman's security is my chief concern.
Oh, this is Feline. Okay. Yeah, she's a real hard ass. I want to talk to you about Calcelmo.
Calcelmo? What about him?
What do you think of him?
Think of him? He's an odd little man, always poking around the ruins and wasting time in his museum. Seems friendly enough, obviously intelligent. Why do you ask?
Well, he's super in love with you.
What? You're out of your mind. That old coot's more interested in dead dwarves than anybody around here. Don't talk such rot.
No, it's true. He told me.
Please, stop wasting my time. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, look, I have this poem here.
Pardon me?
It's from him.
I'm not sure what this is all about. This is lovely. Calcelmo wrote this? About me? I never knew he had such feeling in him.
Oh, he does.
Clearly. I've never even thought of him in that manner. I wish that I was as skilled with words as he. Here, take in this letter. I may not be as eloquent as he is, but I hope he understands.
I have things to study. What is it?
I have a letter from Feline.
This is more than I could have hoped for. Have you really done this for me? I have to see her. Please excuse me. Feline,
Shh. It's all right. You don't need to say any more. I had no idea you were so nuanced.
I love you.
So I hear. Come here, you.
Those two could use some alone time. Feels real good to be spreading love throughout Skyrim. Now, back to collecting a soul for this Daedric Lord. Okay, so we are en route to freeing the priest of Boethia from these Forsworn. Tripwire here. Looks like she's standing in oil. Seems like a bad idea. Not really sure what the deal is with these Forsworn, but that's something we're going to find out more about soon, hopefully. You got punked by your own trap. Oh, too high.
See you in pieces.
Ah, he's too quick.
That's it? That's all you got?
Oh my god. There we go.
Now you're mine.
Got the high ground, but I have the element of surprise.
Never should have come here.
Since I heard footsteps behind me.
Die, damn you!
You there? Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty low growth, while he sits tied and helpless.
No, I'm here to rescue you.
Rescue? No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you?
Bathia sent me.
The Dark Mistress sent you? Ha! Now tell me the one about the troll who gives gifts to good little boys and girls.
Does it matter? Do you want to be here or not?
Fine. I won't ask questions. Cut me loose. Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to. Oleg Paul, you think you can best Boethia's faithful? I have won this contest before.
Ah, but I have my own champion this time, Logroth.
What? You?
Mortal, I give you my mace in all its rusted spitefulness. Crush the spirit from Logrolf's bones. Make him bend to me.
Do your worst, monster. Never should have come here. I won't. Never! Do your worst, monster. I won't.
You mortals and your frail, limp, pathetic bodies. Try it again.
Call that a swing? I surrender. You'll pay for this. No more. No more. I submit, Molag Bal. I submit.
You bend to me?
Yes.
You pledge your soul to me?
Yes.
You forsake the weak and pitiful Boethia?
Yes.
You're mine now, Logrolf. Kill him. The mace of Molag Bal. I give you its true power, mortal. When your enemies lie broken and bloody before you, know that I will be watching.
Thank you, Lord.
Now, I have a soul in oblivion that needs claiming. Take care of the house while I'm gone.
And there we have it, the Mace of Molag Bal. It's actually not as strong as my Soul Trap Dwarven Sword, but it does have 25 points of stamina and magic damage as well. So that's pretty nice, and I'm not sure if I can refine this. It's a Daedric weapon, so maybe no, but either way, pretty nice mace. And that's going to be a wrap. We need to get back to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, as well as the Temple of Mara in Riften, to turn in our good deeds. But not quite yet. We're going to pick up next time in Markarth, because we still have a lot more to do here. So until then, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This has been Honest Man, and I'll see you next time with more Skyrim.